Two-piece, that subscribe button. You already know how we do, man. Yo, what's poppin'? What's poppin', everybody? What's going on, man? How's everybody doing, man? Salute to everybody. Ray Leon Rivera, salute. Adrian Padilla, what's good? Salute. Brad House in the building, salute. Brad E-Dog, salute. Patrick Caruther, salute. Pat. Nick Torres, salute. Big Max. Big Max in the building, salute. Bank your guns. Brat, salute. Ladybug, salute, man. Abdul Shakur, salute. J. Zoom, salute. Boom, boom, boom. He said, William Silver, salute. Benny Blanco, you heard? 183rd in the building, salute. You alive, salute. The Sphinx, slums. That's a fact. Slums in the Bill Rochester, you already know. Beast, salute. Rap. Top shots, 856 Shakur, salute. Lucifer Brim, salute. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I just got off of work, man. It's crazy. CRE, salute. Triple A, salute. Nick Torres, salute. Burnside, salute Burnside, the BX up in the building. That's a fact. It was type dead at work today, man, but you know what I'm saying? It was also kind of interesting because they always find something for you to do. You know what I'm saying? It ain't like okay, the coronavirus is out there, so that means that I'm gonna sit here all day and just chill. They got us on limited duty, but Brim Love, that's a fact, dog. Shout out Larry O. But yeah, they still always find something for you to do. You know what I'm saying? That's all right, though. You already know, man. It's income tax season, so we're gonna get it in a second, you heard? But so I got an interesting live today. But before I even get to it, I'm gonna use a little 5 minutes to show y'all something. So, as y'all know, I'm not gonna let nobody grow on us. Big Lou BL, salute. You know what I'm saying? So you already know I don't do no names. So you had a certain character. Dude ain't even got 300 followers. You know what I'm saying? His page was basically made to bash the cat, you heard? You know what I'm saying? That's why it's titled Reinforcements. Because this little part of the segment is for them. I don't need no reinforcements. I'm good. Spartan stand strong, you heard? You can team up with whoever you want to team up. You can pay whoever you want to pay. It don't matter. Spartan stand strong, you heard? Yeah, so this individual video, and then what he does is he surmises them with his opinion. So he'll do something like this. No doubt, E-Dog. So he'll do something like this. He'll be like, well, he said that this person ain't donate, but it clearly shows that person donated. Okay, so now this is how you know when a troll doesn't even know how to troll. He's all off the topic. The whole topic of this, the whole topic of what happened was someone tried to say that they helped somebody. But the two things that he forgot was that the help was never asked for, and number two, what makes that person any different than from anybody else who's donated or sent money through the chats. As a matter of fact, there's a couple of people who have donated way more, but you don't see them out here on the chat. So no one said that the person ain't donate, but they said was that the person ain't donate what he said he donated. That's number one, because I showed it on the phone. And number two is, and no, it's not that a person donated to the super chat, because when they donate to the super chat, you don't get the whole thing. And anyway, when they donated to the super chat, it still ain't equal enough. See, they want to act like they was putting in car money. They put measly little merch money that I get already, double, triple that. You see what I'm saying? So that was one of them. Then the troll pages. You know what makes me laugh? Because I was looking at the comments at work today, and I'm saying to myself, like, yo, so this person think that I'm all these people. But that really means that that person is so paranoid of the things he's doing that he's delirious. He can't really figure out who's who. So I'm everybody. Because he don't understand that the Spartans, see, a lot of people don't understand what Spartans are. They don't really understand what type of energy Spartans is on. We hold each other down. We ain't on nobody can't come and convince a Spartan. You see what I'm saying? You can't, as a fact, Brian, salute Brian, the King Crawley in the building. You can't persuade a Spartan. HFC 300, brat. You can't persuade us. We don't have indecisions. Once we put our helmet and our shields and our spear, that's it. And it maybe, let me rethink this. Nah, once we in our war attire, it's over. So when dudes think like, oh yeah, so what we're gonna do is because you gotta understand something. This is where it comes from. It comes from the individual that wants to say something but can't say nothing because he's already looking bad. And if you already saw beforehand, I showed you the comment where the she was already saying that was the plan. The plan was to get a bunch of small podcasts and then attack. Hey, DC Perk 67, where you at? That's a fact. When you show yourself to the world and display your talents, you naturally stir all kinds of resentment, envy, and other manifestations of insecurity. And that's what you see. And the more people that add to that, like to say, oh, we're going to go after the sun, we're going to troll, and we're going to create all this controversy and all that, this, that, and the third, they just part of their plan. But it was already surmised. It was already, because I showed y'all the comment. They so stupid that they put their plan in the comment, and I showed it to everybody. It's in my not the last live, but the live I think before that. That's a fact, Blaze Blitz. Salute Blaze Blitz. Abdul Shakur's rap. You know what I'm saying? So they're gonna continue to make these small little pages, and then they're gonna make troll pages, and then they're gonna go into the page and they're gonna make a comment in the page that doesn't seem like it's so aggressive, but it's leaving the question there and it's making it look like that person sounds like they sincere. That's all game. All of that is game. So you got a dude that got like, oh, he got less followers than I be having in the chat sometimes. You heard? This dude got less followers than he be having in the chat. You know what I'm saying? And his big homie, the dude that sends him, look at his chat. Bunch of bozos just like him. Yo, so that's why you know they're all the same. They're all the same type of individual. They're the type of individual that, like they say, birds of a feather flock together. Oh, oh! You know what I'm saying? That's a fact, Nick Torres. So let's not get it twisted. Nobody said that she didn't donate. But what said was that the person ain't donate like the person said they donated, and at the same time, whatever that person has donated is not in comparison to what I've gotten already. And as y'all can see, I work. I just came from work. Because I heard in another bozo podcast, the dude saying, oh, he don't work no more. Huh? Where was I, on vacation? Damn, you must know my boss. Salute KO in the building. Salute. That's what I be saying, man. They use this as a vessel. They use this as a vessel to promote propaganda because they have no intelligence to run a channel and speak about things of sense. Instead, they'd rather come up here and go with the be like the old lady in the window. I saw this, that, and the third. When the person be like, no, you didn't see that, man. You blind as hell. Oh, nah, don't you tell me that. Look, he just said that I'm blind as he don't like old people. You know what I'm saying? Like, we Spartans, man. You know what I'm saying? Then he goes in the comments, and yo, Brian Crawley, what he thought I was gonna spaz on you or something? What kind of person would I be? I'm loyal to my peoples. You know what I'm saying? J.E. Moneybags in the building. Salute. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, they on all cylinders. They running on all cylinders. They coming from all angles. But I like it like that. You know what I'm saying? I like it like that. Hey, yo, shout out Amir Richardson, man. That's Bizarre. For those who don't know Bizarre, I'm not going to put his business all the way out there. But I know Bizarre from being on top. At one time, I mean, Bizarre get busy. And he was doing his thing. You know what I'm saying? So salute Bizarre. You know what I mean? Like I said, man, enough of that. So that's why we're not gonna say his name because he ain't getting no views on this channel. But if you ever bump into a small, minuscule channel, when you type in my name and you look at the amount of followers they have, and it ain't 300, you already know is a troll. You know what I'm saying? And a bozo. Family Ties, salute to you, bro. It's part of the bozo convention, where one bozo helps another bozo helps another bozo. Know what I mean? Hey, yo, Iraq, I got you on that. I just gotta, Yo, Iraq, tell him to tell Tipsy Hustle to tell you what's the last live that he was in. You heard? Iraq, tell him to let you know what's the last live that he was in. This way I can go and take him out. Yeah, as a fact, Benny Blanco, the Bozo Committee. You know what I'm saying? And then I got him, Iraq. That's gangster. Yeah, so Lord North Philly, salute. So yeah, so they got They got the Bozo Convention. You know what I'm saying? And they looking very desperate right now. Very desperate. Yo, we need help. We need reinforcements, yo. Yo, we got to get him on them now. We got to get him on them. We got to get everybody on them. We got to start saying names and saying that's his government, and that's not even my government. D-Rock, salute, D-Rock. Hey, yo, D-Rock, they were saying that you, me too. Word the mother. Hey, yo, D-Rock, they were saying that I'm you. I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you. That's a fact, Lucifer Brim. Salute, Lucifer Brim. Yo, salute to Lucifer Brim and the family, man. Triple A. Who? Yo, Andre Richard, you're saying the name wrong. His name is Frank Water. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? So you gotta look at it from a perspective. This dude is on meth. I be knowing, D-Rock. Yo, he said that you me, that I'm you. He said that I'm a man. He said that I was rolling in my job. I almost got in trouble. They looking at it like, hold up, what? Or the mother, y'all. Funny. But like I said, man, they lames. Birds of a feather flock together. So it's a troll, D-Rock is a troll. Trying to get his numbers up. See, you gotta remember there's methods to getting your numbers up on this internet stuff. You can start talking about dudes that have a name. And then what you do is you start criticizing those people and making little videos so that when they click on the name, that video pops up and then they start getting views. Now, there's little tricks to this, you know? But like I said, man, it ain't nothing but a troll. Melvin Clark, you 100% right. So enough from them bozos. They got 20 minutes. We on to real stuff. Yo, check this out. I wanted y'all to see this because this bugged me out when I was watching it. Watch this. Hold on, y'all. Let me see. All right. All right, y'all see this?
The virus water. Okay. Did the virus move at all? Did any of the pepper flakes move?
No.
No, right? Okay. Now, Isa, take out your finger. Do you see any virus on your finger, any pepper on your finger?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Now, we don't want the virus on our finger, right, you guys? So, Isa, can I ask you to dip your finger in soap, clean your finger? Okay. This is the importance of how we wash our hands. Now, Isa, does your finger have soap in it?
Yes.
Okay. Now, can you dip your finger back in the virus?
How did it move?
Do you see that?
Yeah. It moved.
You guys saw that?
Yeah.
You see how important it is to wash our hands? The virus water.
Okay.
Okay. Did the virus move at all? Did any of the pepper flakes move?
No.
No, right? Okay. Now, Isa, take out your finger. Do you see any virus on your finger, any pepper on your finger?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Now, we don't want the virus on our finger, right, you guys? So, Isa, can I ask you to dip your finger in soap, clean your finger? Okay. This is the importance of how we wash our hands. Now, Isa, does your finger have soap in it?
Yes.
Okay. Now, can you dip your finger back in the virus?
How did it move?
Do you see that?
Yeah. It moved.
You guys saw that?
Yeah.
You see how important it is to wash our hands? The virus water.
Okay.
Okay. Did the virus move at all? Did any of the pepper flakes move?
No.
No, right? Okay. Now, Isa, take out your finger. Do you see any virus on your finger, any pepper on your finger?
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Y'all seen that? Yo. So this is why I don't have it in here right now. This is why it was always put on the bottles of soap and the Clorox wipes and all that. Because for the longest of time, soap has been a major cleanser in viruses. But did y'all see the way when she didn't have soap in her finger, when she had it in there, you know, it was all on her finger. But the minute she put her finger in the soap and she put it into the bowl with the virus of peppers and stuff, it went back. Hey, yo, E-Dog, I see you. I see you and who was that? Hold on. And Top Shot Shakur, 85 cents Shakur. Hey, yo, y'all funny as hell. Hawaiian Joe, salute. So this is why it's always good to wash your hands. You know what I'm saying? Because if you don't wash your hands, that's what happens. You attract it. Salute, Death of the Cloud Chaser. Salute, John Woo. John Woo in the building. I didn't even know that until I seen that. You know, that's something that's deep, yo. That's definitely something that's deep. You know what I'm saying? So now you see why it's important to wash your hands. You know what I'm saying? Because everything that you touch, somebody drop. You know, as a matter of fact, in when I studied criminal science, there was a case. It was in, I believe it was the 60s and 70s. Hold up, I don't want to freestyle. I don't want to freestyle, so I'm gonna look at. Okay, here you go. Oh. So he was a serial killer named Roger Reese Kibbe. And they used to call him the I-5 Strangler. And Kibbe found all but one of his victims on the freeways around Sacramento, California. On May 10th, 1991, Kibbe was sentenced to 25 years to life imprisonment for the murder of Darcy Fracapo to serve his time. In 2003, Kibbe accompanied prosecutors and detectives to a dry creek he remembered to try to find the body of Lou Ellen Burleigh, who he had discarded in 1977. In 2007, a detective searched the area again. In 2009, Kibbe again returned to the site with detective. Burleigh's body was not found and the grand jury was convened. Then they charged him with an additional 6 life sentences in 2009. And then in 2011, a detective returned to the Burleigh dump site on his own, where they had went to twice, found a bone in the creek, and DNA tested proved it to be Burleigh's bone. Burleigh had left her Walnut Creek home in 1977 for a job interview and never returned. Now, I-5 strangler, E-Dog, because it was out in the West Coast. So, I remember we had to study this case because this case deals with trace evidence. So what happened was trace evidence was at that time, they didn't have the technology like they do today to be able to capture them serial killers because, you know, they discard the bodies and they was kind of careful. They really touched certain things, you know what I'm saying? Little Dave BK, I see you. You know what I'm saying? Salute Little Dave BK. So they used what's called trace evidence. Now, for example, if you hold a gun, you might think that if you wipe it off, that there's no evidence on that gun. That's a lie. There's still evidence on that gun because everything you touch, you drop skin cells. Everything that you touch, like this cup, now it has my skin cells on it. And the skin cells will come off when I pour soap into the sponge and I clean it. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, that's true. Alan Chang, the bullets too. So a lot of people don't know they drop DNA, Eli Delgado Salute, in everything that they touch. And it's the same way the virus can get spread. Somebody has it, they don't touch something, bah. But I want to show y'all something that's even more important that y'all gonna bug out on. When it comes to, like, they say that the coronavirus is airborne, right? And I was reading on it, it is airborne. But is it really passed through the air like you would think? Watch this. Yo, when I saw this, y'all gonna bug out because when I saw it, I was bugging. I was like, oh, yo, say word. Kenneth Walker, salute. Watch when you see this. Now watch this.
这问法者，这题。你说得是那也加有文化人，这文化人，这题。
Yo, y'all saw that? Yo, y'all see that? Yo, that's crazy, yo. You got people intentionally spreading it. I see you. He dogs said, I'm about to go to the store right now. Salute, see, I see that too. I'm about to talk about that too, see, I read. Yo, they was spitting in the elevators. They was sneezing in the paper and ringing bells. Yo, I'm telling everybody now, it shouldn't take this type of situation to let people know they got to be more careful about the way that they move out there. This is why it's very good to always have what? Hand sanitizer. They sell little bottles like this of hand sanitizer. Trump could have shut down international travel a month ago to prevent this. A little thing like this, it's crazy, yo. You gotta make sure, man. Facts. See, you gotta make sure, man, that you don't wild out and start touching things, because look at what people have done behind you. You see what I'm saying? Always have hand sanitizer, man. A lot of girls do it. A lot of guys should do it too. Put it on your keychain. You heard? And if you up in here, make sure you punch that like button, man. Let them know you up in here, man. I don't know who you be. This is Spartanville right here. You know what I'm saying? We let it know when we come in. Boom! I'm in here. What's up? Know what I mean? Yeah, you gotta have that hand sanitizer. Don't take it lightly. I just showed you. Salute, Lord Time. Massachusetts in the building. Lawrence, salute. I just showed you what people are doing, man. They intentionally putting it on bells, all types of things, man. You heard? I think so too, Abdul Shakur. Yo, matter of fact, somebody just hit me. They said that hold on. Where's that at? I think it was right here. Yeah, so they said in New Jersey, there's a curfew from 8 p.m. to 5 a.m. effective today. Schools are closed for 2 weeks. All restaurants are takeout. And most likely New York is going to do the same thing. Because I no lie, the other day, we went out to eat. And when we went out to eat, it was like, this is our table. Nobody can sit next to us. No lie. That's how it was. Our table, nobody sits there. Another table, nobody sits there. So for every table, that's why it was kind of packed. after a while because people were coming in trying to sit down. They can't because they gotta wait for somebody to get up and leave. It's getting crazy, y'all. Getting crazy. New York and Connecticut already on the tip. I be knowing. Western be on lockdown. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. It's serious like that. Serious. Out here, the Rochester schools, they all for almost a month. Almost a month. And they talking about that this might carry over into the summer. This might carry over into the summer. So we got to make sure that this don't ruin our summer, y'all. Because people going to want to go out and swim. They want to go out to the beach. And that's going to be a dub. I think the beaches probably ain't going to open. Dollar from Uptown. He said, I got Henny for days. They want to play. Rio Martinez, he said, my daughter off for a month. Hold up, we're here. In 2 weeks, yeah. Yo, you see that KP, right? He said martial law. This is some deep stuff right here, yo. Huh? I don't know. Let me know who it was, you alive. My sister worked for the CDC and they say no vaccines for 1.5 years. Don't take no vaccines. Miss Geller, salute Miss Geller in the building. Oh, yes. You just reminded me, Lord Time. You just reminded me. You had just reminded me. So now, watch this one here. So the carnivore, excuse me. I keep saying carnivore. So the coronavirus is taking effects in many different scales. So I just showed you how it's being passed physically as well as it being airborne. I just showed you how soap and regular household products can keep it away. But now, what other effects is the coronavirus taking effect at? I'll show you right now. So okay, so here it goes. Now watch this. I don't know if y'all heard about this, but this kind of caught me by surprise because me coming from there, I would think that on purpose they would just lock everybody down. But watch this. This is different. There you go. All right, so check it. So now, let me make sure y'all can see me. Um, okay, so now let me show y'all something right here. Watch this. So y'all see here, Northeast Ohio Jail seeking to release hundreds of inmates due to COVID-19 concerns. Make sure they can see it. So now they letting dudes go. Salute Hawaiian Joe. Salute my boy. So now they letting people go out of the jails because in jail the population in itself, you're around too much people. You know, the jails will be more of a compound place where the disease will just keep on living unless they do. I don't know how they'll do it. They can fluctuate the air. And a lot of those jails are old. You know what I'm saying? Salute Adrian Padilla. So it's kind of crazy, man. Like all the stuff that we're going through right now at this moment. Now, on top of that, I wanted to show y'all something. Let's take a break from this coronavirus thing for a second, because I wanted to show y'all something I had got a little while ago that's kind of interesting. So check this out right here. It says convicted Hollywood rapist Harvey Weinstein agreed to a deal in exchange for his testimony against hundreds of top Hollywood celebrities in their involvement in the drug business, pedophilia, and child trafficking. Did y'all hear that? Son's about to go in. Son is about to go in, bro. It says convicted Hollywood rapist Harvey Weinstein agreed to a deal in exchange for his testimony against hundreds of top Hollywood celebrities in their involvement in the drug business, pedophilia, and child trafficking. Instead of a 55-year sentence, he only received 23-year sentence in exchange. He provided testimonies against some of the biggest and most powerful names, including Prince Andrew of the UK, former President Bill Clinton, former Vice President Joe Biden, Tom Hanks, Oprah, Ellen DeGeneres, Quentin Tarantino, Charlie Sheen, Bob Saget, Kevin Spacey, John Travolta, Steven Spielberg, Bo Dexter, whatever, Nixon, and Pizzgate sex trafficking clubs, and hundreds of more who all were directly involved with Jeffrey Epstein. In exchange to make a deal and have his suicide and prison fate. Woo! Yo, you hear this, yo? It's getting funky now. Pizzagate scandal is getting funky now. Yo, let me tell you something, man. That's why a lot of these dudes, and I'm not throwing shots at nobody. Matter of fact, I'm going to say it another way so it don't look that way. That's why a lot of people who decide to take a certain path, and that path doesn't revolve around change and positivity, they're going to be now the wolves in the sheep's house because the sheep done took over. There's more sheep than wolves. It says, so they saying that in exchange, he made a deal to have his suicide and prison fate. CEOs of some major world corporations have been indicted, arrested, and some forced to resign, all in the last 30 to 60 days. Such as CEO of NBA Harley Davidson, Gates Foundation Intel, McDonald's, Caesar Awards, Vatican Chief of Police, Disney. Yo, this is getting crazy. This is getting crazy. This dude right here is going to blow the roof out the Pandora's box. He's about to go in. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy, yo. All these people that he named, I'm bugging out over here. Some of them I'm not bugging out about. But there's some of them that in this article here that I'm like, whoa, bird. Harvey Weinstein ain't playing no games. That's a fact, Dante Wells. Since Pilato said Corey Feldman exposed a lot in his new documentary. Oh, he got a new documentary? What's the name of his documentary? That came from it came from the news. Whoa. Hold on, I gotta verify one of them. I gotta verify one of these here because I just saw something. Hold on a second, y'all. Let me show y'all something here. See, I like doing things like this live because when you do things like this live, I like to show Melvin Clark. He named a British prince he a plate. Yeah, but see, so according to this, it says, bet you didn't know that Tom Hanks announced coronavirus diagnosis was a secret sign that he's been arrested as part of a global pedophilia ring, and that NBA owners closed up shop for the same reason. Don't believe me? Just ask Q-Person. The circumstances around the global spread of the coronavirus are particularly scripted for generating conspiracy theories. A mysterious illness, sudden waves of deaths, government suppression of information, and claims of politically fueled hopes, and gradually intensifying panic. So naturally, the nutcases of the far right have concocted several different cauldrons of toxic conspiracy stew around the growing health crisis. And now here is the more acutely the case that then in the bizarre Trump-loving world of while Trump himself for a while pitched the increasingly risible claim that the looming pandemic was actually a hoax. He has dropped such rhetoric as the response to the pandemic has mounted in intensity, also with its death toll. However, the fanatical Trump fans who comprise the alternative universe of the actually believe the whole scenario is part of a Trump well-laid plan to arrest a broad slate of Democrats for pedophilia. They call it the storm. And somebody said it in here. Somebody in here just said this too, which is their semi-apocalyptic term for what they believe has secretly been Trump's endgame. The eventual roundup and arrest of a broad array of Democratic and media figures for their secret involvement in a global pedophilia ring that trades in sexually abused children and their murders, of which the Pizzagate scandal was just the tip of the iceberg. Somebody just mentioned the Pizzagate scandal in here just a little while ago. Yeah. So they got the indictment count and all that up in here. So this is what they said. They said when Tom Hanks announced on social media that he and his wife had contracted coronavirus while working in Australia, the Q Brigade, which has lately been growing desperate for some kind of sign that the promised arrests are on the way, went ballistic. As journalist Travis View observed on Twitter, the coronavirus story already was being framed in the QAnon community as a cover story for the storm, that if a public figure dies from COVID-19, then that will just be a cover story for their suicide. One such tweet speculated, how might you exterminate a group of satanic pedophiles covertly? Whoa. So Epstein, now all these people in here, this is getting interesting now. This is getting, yeah, right? This is getting interesting now. Church half down. It's getting interesting, right, church half down? It's getting interesting. It's cooking now. That's a fact, Brian King Crowley. It's cooking. It's crazy. Hey, yo, church half down. I want to hear your input on that. Nice kicks. What's popping? Hey, yo, I want to hear your input on that situation right there. So they saying that Harvey Weinstein made a deal. He's gonna blow all these people's spots up because they was all part of a pedophile ring. And they even got a map of it over here. That's the crazy part. House of David, mighty men of valor, warriors rising up. Wild Kicks in here, big homie, get that sponsor. Salute, Wild Kicks. It's been going on for years, bless Jordan, L Bay. That's what they saying. It's been going on for a while. Yo, this is getting interesting, yo. This is getting real interesting. You know, like, when it came to conspiracy theories, I never really was one to really get into the conspiratorial part about it unless I saw something that led to some sort of a minute or an actual fact. Yeah, you can call in. You can call in if you want to call in. Hold on. Hold on. Matter of fact, hold on, I know what to do.
Put the link up for the comments.
Yeah. So. Yeah, church half damn. If you want to come through, hit me up. Hey, yo, but I'm gonna tell you. Oh, Omerta Dawn. Yeah, I gotta do that. That's what I gotta do. That's definitely what I gotta do. But yo, this is deep because yo, I ain't know none of this, man. I did not know none of this, bro. I ain't know none of this until today. This is what I mean. I be getting information all the time in my DM, and I be watching it. And because I work and do so much things, I don't really get time to like sit down and really grasp what they saying until late at night. You know what I'm saying? But late at night, a lot of times I'm with the editor. E-Dog, what's poppin', boy?
What's goody, man? I know
I
you can
see.
do this shit.
Huh?
You nice with it, man. You
Yeah,
nice with
yeah.
this YouTube.
I mean, I'm getting there. I've been learning as I go, you heard?
Yo, let that dude call in though.
Who?
The
Church
other dude.
Abden? Yeah,
Yeah.
I want Church Abden to call. Hold up. Yo, Church Abden. I'm gonna put it up again.
But where you reading that from? The Harvey
What's that?
Weinstein joint.
From all the chat. Oh, you talking about the information?
Yeah,
This
yeah.
This news thing here. Like I get the news, it pops up on my phone. And then what I do, but yo, you hear me, E-Dog? I be having mad joints that I ain't even read yet. So the way I get it is when they hit me on the Instagram and they throw it in my DM. That's how they get me.
Okay.
That's how they basically get me to read it. Because sometimes I ain't gonna lie, I'll be out the loop, you heard?
Y'all can't even see the chat no more. What the hell?
Huh?
I can't even see the chat. All I see is like a blue box on the bottom.
You can't see the chat?
Nah.
Hold on, let me. It's me and you. It's only me and you in here right now. I'm waiting for Church and Dad.
Tell somebody else click that link. Cam up.
Yeah, that's what I'm about to do. What's up, though? You good?
Yeah, you know me, man. Chilling, regular, slow motion. I was about to go to the store, but you always hold me up when I'm about to do something. Cause you know what I mean? You start talking about something interesting.
Hey, yo, you hear me? Don't lie. When it came on my phone, I'm bugging that. I'm saying to myself, like, hold up, time out a second. You know what I'm saying? I didn't really get into that because remember they were saying that the Tom Hanks thing was just a coronavirus. So I'm like, he caught the coronavirus. You know what I'm saying? He got bread. He gonna get that out the way, right? But now it's like they turned it into a whole different perspective now because now what they're saying is basically they did that as a cover-up because they want to all off themselves before any of them get convicted for or get found guilty of that situation right there that we didn't even know about. You know what I'm saying?
Word. Yeah, it makes sense, like, man.
It's bogged out though because if somebody don't throw that type of information at you, you ain't where you going even get that from?
Exactly. And you know who be talking about that shit too? Joe Rogan.
Oh, Joe Rogan?
Yeah, he be talking about how the pedophiles and all that and shit. Yeah, Skinwalker Ranch and all that. He be talking about all that shit.
I gotta watch this. He got a channel. You talk about Joe Rogan from the UFC?
He got one of the biggest podcasts out.
Oh, I gotta jump on there. Salute, Ladybug. Thank you, Ladybug. I see you. Yeah, I gotta check that out because I didn't even know he had a page.
Yeah, he got a big podcast.
Oh no! All right, here we go.
Church Abdan just.
Where he at?
He said something in the chat. He said, "I'm here."
Where he at? Hold up.
So he's gonna come now.
Huh?
So he's coming now.
Oh, he's coming now? Oh, okay. He coming now. He coming now. Yeah, cause you know what I'm saying. Even myself, you hear me, dog. Even myself, like I like to learn about these things, man, because it always unveils something bigger than what we can see.
Yeah,
But there's a lot of
yeah.
people that's they think they know how to seek and find these things because they really into it like that. That's you right there, church after
Yeah,
Nah,
nah,
man, long term.
What's going on, my brother?
long time. What's up? What's up? Church
Ain't
after
nothing.
that's you right there.
That's me, my brother. All 6'3", 280. I'm right here, my brother.
Okay, okay. Hey yo, so let me ask you, salute everybody in the chat. I appreciate everybody in the chat, man. So give me some insight on this because you probably know better than I do. Because I didn't even really I wasn't in the loop of it like that.
All right, listen. There's certain things I'm gonna say. Then there's things that I can't say.
Okay.
Uh, and understand it's not because you gotta understand. There's very strong people, bro, and people don't understand that we're always being watched. So people should always be mindful.
that's a
You know,
fact.
there's more than 250 words you say on the cell phone or type in, you're automatically flagged. You understand?
Right.
So people have to sincerely. We're under occupation, bro. Whether you want to look at it one way or the other, you know. I'm Albanian by descent.
Salute Albania.
You know,
Salute Albania.
I'll say this much: my great granduncle was basically the king of a big region for like 16 years, and when you're invited around and power, people abuse power, and people don't understand what power truly is. People think money is power, but don't realize the dollars we hold are garbage. They're worth nothing right now. The real power is energy, our energy. We are made of energy. You know
Okay.
what I'm saying? We're made of energy. Now, children, very young, have a special energy, have a very special essence. Now, this shit is going to get really dark, bro, because you got to understand that I'm not going to say the name of the faith, but I'm sure you are all smart, and I'm not a part of that faith. I'm a Sunni Muslim, born Sunni Muslim. So but there's an occupational faith. If you were to look into it, their religion says that you could rape a child before they're 3 years old, and it's perfectly fine. That same religion, if you're not part of that religion, technically, our lives are considered less than a dog, less than a cockroach. Matter of fact, we're made from dirt. We're not God's real children in their eyes. And it's come to a point where these are the people that are in charge of everything. Anyone in this chat room has got a autistic kid or something, their kid's real sick. Don't thank those beautiful vaccines they want to stick you with right now. Why do you think Bill Gates left right now? He's got the
Right. That, yeah,
2020
I was about to say
vaccine.
that. I'm about to say
They're
that.
gonna
Bill
they're
Gates
gonna put a
definitely
little
just left.
chip in everybody. They're
Hmm.
gonna chip you, Bitcoin you, and there's no more money under the mattress. All that hustler days, they're all over. Get out of here. What are you gonna hustle when every transaction is known, every fucking penny? People don't know. This is a cold world, bro. The most famous people that you'd ask for an autograph are the most filthiest fucking animals you wouldn't want to believe, bro. You would not want to believe these things. Filthy, man. What they had to do to become famous. Remember when they say I had to sell my soul? You ever hear those
Mhm.
people say, "Yeah, I sold my soul"? Man,
They really
that
do.
stuff's no joke, man. Everything you write your signature, cursive. Why do you think it's called cursive? It's a curse. It's black magic script.
Gotcha.
People don't understand. There's things right in front of you, bro, that we have. You understand, man? They've been dumbing us down for so long. Fluoride in water, just man, you wouldn't believe it. You understand? There was a time, and I know this for a fact, when white people used to sit at black people's feet and you would teach us knowledge. You understand that? Like this is, and you won't see white people ever admit this shit, bro, because it's not even. I don't even like admitting shit on Facebook on this stuff. You know what I mean? But That's why I kind of stay low. I don't. You know, it's the first time I ever put my face out, but I'm not scared because I already know the natural mathematics of life. I have nothing to fear, but I just weep for the ones that don't. Because a lot of us, man, you know, they don't even understand. Everyone locked up right now, bro. You understand? Tomorrow, if they declare martial law, you know, they have these big, they look like bars of soap. They're cyanide tablets. They have big jugs that they have a half hour. When they throw them in the water, it turns to gas. All the COs leave. Like, let's say Rikers. When that earthquake came in 2011, I was on the island. And I was telling everyone, don't let them lock you in. If they say lock you in, fight. Fight like you're gonna die right now. They're gonna point, and no one even knew nothing, bro. I was the only retard looking like a retard, even though they threw mass in there. I ain't gonna lie. Obviously, you know, when Turtles came, it was like, but people don't even know, brother. They don't know. Man, it's I don't even know where to start, bro. I don't know. Should I start 500 years ago? You want me to start 1,000 years ago? You want me to start before Christ's name was even ever mentioned? You want me to go to America, who's Nimrod's daughter, who built the tower for Babylon to fight the god? And bro, I mean, you understand? There's so much music to this. These things are all songs, bro. You know, it's all. They call it Assyrian. The Assyrian story is what Christ and all these things are about. But I mean, it's bad, bro. Right now, people don't realize that our energy through 5G. Let me just ask, do you know what 5G is? Do you guys know what 5G is?
5G?
Yeah. Do you understand the power behind 5G?
I be seeing it on the internet thing, like on
basically
on the Wi-Fi, right? You'll be seeing that 5G.
Yeah. Basically, the guy that created that.
There's a video on World Star right now of a tree, and 5G is affecting one side of the tree, and you can see it.
All the birds are falling dead. They did a thing over in Iceland. All the goddamn birds died. All the fucking birds died. But it's about the guy that created it. The guy that created it did not make this for the military. He was something similar to Nikola Tesla. Nikola Tesla wanted to give us all free energy. What it is he's the original Superman. If you ever look at Superman, he had blue eyes, dark hair, was a big guy. Same as Nikola Tesla. They called him Superman because he was touching big things of electricity. And he found out electricity can heal your body. Whenever you have the chance, Google this guy. I think his name was Royal Raymond Rife, R-E-I-F. He cured tumors using radio frequencies, hitting people. It's the same thing. How they can cure a tumor, these guys weaponized it. And once they lock us all down, basically, bro, whoever doesn't want to comply, whoever doesn't want to agree, it's not much for them. Everyone's got a cable box. Everyone's got internet. It ain't shit for them to light your shit up and to start hitting you with gamma rays. Like, I don't know if anyone's ever been in front of the TV where your fingers will move or your arm will shake. Like, you know, you just have a weird jolt. You know, this is the power of it because our body is made of this. Our body is made of electricity. You know, this is. I mean, people like Tom Hanks.
I got it right here.
Ran. Yeah. You found it? The guy.
Yeah.
You found him?
Yeah. It says.
Read to the people. Tell the people what it says, bro.
It says Royal Raymond Rife was an American inventor and early exponent of high magnification, time-lapse, CD micrography. He is best known for a clean beam ray inventing during the 1930s, which he thought could treat some diseases through vibration. I just learned something just now.
The man was a god, bro. The man was an angel sent by God, bro. The man was an angel. He wanted no money for it, cat. He was curing people, just like Dr. Sebi. But the word is, once you mention the word cure, it's a big no-no. Because, you know, if you check when that guy was getting busy, you know what else came out? Chemotherapy. And those, you know, all these other things where they knew they could milk you and basically steal all the money you earned and make you pay and know you're going to die. Bro, you don't even understand how sick this is, cat. Like how it's...
Yeah, it says it here too about the chemo. It says about the chemotherapy here too.
Yes, brother. My great granduncle could have sold out thousands and thousands of people. The other kings, they sent him gold. I swear to you, Wildcat, like when I tell you gold, I mean I don't even know how to explain it to you. This is back like 100-something years ago. He could have sold out millions. All he had to do is say, I do. And so many people wouldn't even be here right now because they would have been led to the slaughter. But he was brave enough to say no. And we were turned from whatever we were to basically they chased us all over the world, all over the globe, and basically would murder us. One of my family members actually was the one responsible for bringing Albert Einstein to this country. Albert Einstein came to this country, whether people will admit it or not, who knows or not. He came here with an Albanian passport, which was given to him by my family under the King Zog of Albania at the time. Like Operation Paperclip. You got to understand, bro. This shit has been, bro. It's been planned out for so fucking long, Cat. It's like I don't know where to start. You understand? Like it's. Like I said, you want me to go back 500, 100? I mean, it's bad, bro. You know, next month, supposedly, and I'm not sure if people know this. I'm not trying to scare anyone, but from what I've heard,
salute also.
We're supposed to be heading into a very big meteor shower. Like you remember Deep Impact, the movie, when that asteroid. That's
got you.
Like that's really supposed to happen right now. Matter of fact, if you want to Google it, about 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, in Anwar, ANWAR or ANWER, India, one of them hit already. One of the smaller ones already hit. A comet basically already hit us, but it wasn't that big. But if I'm not mistaken, by next month, and the powers that be know this, they know this. They're digging tunnels. They got bunkers. You know, I think a lot of this pandemic to lock us down is really just to keep us here so that they can move from A to B without us being in the way, basically, bro. You know, as sad as it is to say it, I don't know how crazy this thing's going to be, but I've watched other, you know, we're all now, like, that's why I preach love, bro. That's why I sincerely preach love to everyone, bro. Like, everyone is beefing with everyone. Yo, man, fuck that, man. Like, even you, CK, like, if you ever see, I never tell you, do this, do that. You'll never hear me say nothing negative because I know the world's about love, bro. We're all put here to we all have a purpose here, bro. Every single soul. We are here for something, bro. And it ain't to fucking start banging on one another, bro. It's not for this, bro. We're sincerely made to love one another and to help one another. Like, this is why we are God's creation. We are the gods. We give life. You understand? We're the devil. We are the angel. You understand? Like, this shit is deep, bro. Like, and I see it and I hate it. I'm so sad that I brought two beautiful young boys into this world because, you know, I just don't like what I see.
Yo, Kat, I got a question. I know everybody not biblical and everything like that, but do you really believe we're in the last times right now? Like, do you really believe that?
You know, we're at a time where, like I said, anyone you got beef with, man, if you can make love.
You heard what he said? Church Ave?
What? No, I don't.
Like, I know, I'm saying, right? I mean, you know, I grew up, my grandma. Yo, salute, OG WILDKAT, salute. Yo, I grew up with my grandparents, you know, and they were real.
I can't hear him. Can you hear him?
Can you hear me, OG?
I can't hear you, Trey.
Damn.
Neither, bro.
Yeah, now I can.
You can hear me there? Yo, I'm saying, do you think it's all biblical? Because I grew up around my grandparents, and all they keep sending me is verses of Revelation telling me like, yo, this is.
You know what? Just if he's asking me a question, just tell me if he's asking me something, because I can't hear him.
Can you hear me, OG?
Yeah, I can hear you. I'm gonna tell him.
Facts.
So what he's saying is, do you believe that? Because he's saying that it seems to be biblical. It's reminding him of Revelations, and he's saying that, do you think like this is the last, the end of days, like the last of time approaching? Salute, Johnny.
I don't know if you could see, but I have goosebumps all over my neck and face right now because when people ask me stuff like that, man, I feel like I'm honestly ascending somewhere else, bro. Like that's how much love I just have for people, bro. Like I just come from a great family of good people. Like I'm so blessed. I mean, I'll put you this way. He's asking me that question. You know why? Because he knows the answer already deep down in his heart. And a lot of us don't want to face that shit.
I really believe it. I believe in it. I ain't going front. I believe in it. And I'm feeling like I don't got no fear behind it. Like everything that's going on,
Remember,
I really don't feel that uproar and everything. I don't feel that uproar. You know, I'm gonna be brief. I don't feel that fear, you know, the all I'm hoping is that during this time, our people don't sit up and just run into self-preservation. I know it's mad hard to say, but if you go, during this time, we gonna need each other, B. You know, this ain't the time to go at people's necks. I ain't talking about, you know, the internet business. I'm talking about really like your homies down the block. You know what I'm saying? There's gonna be a couple people down there that don't have different essentials and things like that. And I don't think it's the time for us to turn up and tear up everything. I think we need to get together because I don't really feel like if this is it, this is it. The fear's not there though inside of me. You know what I'm saying? I'm just feeling like we gonna be a better space at the end of all this. You know what I'm saying? I just want to see if anybody else felt like that too. You know what I'm saying?
Got you. Basically, what he's saying is that, you know, we got to look at the bigger picture. Basically, he's saying what you saying, Church after that. What he's saying is that we got to look at the big.
It's all love.
We got to look at we got to look at the bigger picture. Like we can't be looking at the small things because the big things are happening, and while we think about the small things, we get distracted by them, and the big things take over.
Facts, OG.
Our mother nature. She feels our energy, bro. Do you know when you take a piece of meat and you cook it, if that animal was enslaved and this and that, all those traumas are in every fiber of its muscle. Even in the water, it's cooking with negativity. So how could that ever be good for you? Like, this is how serious it is, bro. There's levels to this shit, bro. Like the way Hope said, bro. There's fucking
hold up. Say that again. No, hey, yo, Church, I just need to hear that one more time. Can you say that again, what you just said about the meat?
Let's say you take a caged animal that's been oppressed. You know, that it's sad, it's been hurt, it's not happy. Every single painful memory is in its fiber tissue of muscle. So when you're putting that in the water is active, water is alive. All that negativity is being put into the water that your food is being cooked in. So how can it be healthy when you're ingesting it?
Hey, yo, turn on WILDKAT, man.
We were not made to eat meat. We're not carnivores. We're not animals. We weren't made for it. Our body wasn't made for it.
That's deep.
Sincerely. What's the first thing the Bible says? I'm Muslim, but I could have sworn the Bible said, eat with a seed, something pick from the tree. Whatever is high you had to pick for is what he said, eat. He never said, you don't never see no goddamn cow or chicken growing on no tree, bro. We were made to eat like this. And even though I'm a Muslim and we don't eat pork, let me tell you something. A chicken is just as dirty. A chicken will eat its own doo-doo real fast, bro. A lot of people don't know that. You know what I'm saying? For real.
Wow.
And a lot of people, you know. And music, a lot of this stuff now, I don't mean to offend anyone that raps, rhymes, anything. But you have to understand what music is. Music is when you have two elements of the earth. Like a drum, you use the skin of an animal. That's an element. And you use wood to wrap around it. Two things, that's music. Boom, boom, boom. That's sound, that's power. What people are doing now is they're playing with megahertz and frequencies when they do music. That's satanic. Now you're calling on things and fucking with someone's body, and that's not nice. And a lot of people do it and they don't know they're even doing it. But those guys that own those labels, they know exactly what they're doing. Believe me. They're not stupid. They know. The agendas they push on us, you know, like the 90s, late 80s, 90s, what was it? Goodfellas, gangster rap. Everyone in that era. Look at me, I'm white with blue eyes. I grew up in Brooklyn, New York, more with gangsters, real guys, you know, nut job. That was the era for everyone. If you grew up in the 80s, 90s, gangster flicks, gangster rap. That was the agenda. They had to fill up the jails. You get it? They
Yeah,
show it to you on TV.
Yeah.
They put it to you in the music. What the eyes see, the ears hear.
yeah,
It's gonna believe. Like a television. They show you something, you hear them saying it, you believe it.
yeah. Tell live
Television.
vision.
Yo, that's
Yeah,
crazy.
You know?
I
That's
remember
crazy.
that. Yeah, tell live vision.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Oh, wait a minute. I just lost you now, Cat.
Huh?
I can't hear you now.
Can't
You
hear
know
me?
what? Let me try to jump out and jump back in.
Yeah, I'm gonna jump out.
Put up
Yo,
the link
salute,
again
OG. I'm gonna see
on the
you later,
chat. Let me
King.
try to jump in again.
Salute, Trey. Be safe,
Oh,
bro.
you're leaving,
You
bro?
too, Daddy. You too.
My bad. I can't. Much love, bro. Much love. Are you there?
Yeah,
Did you hear me?
yeah.
All right, let me jump out and I'll jump back in.
All right. This guy interesting, y'all. This guy interesting. I mean, shout out to all them brothers, man, because this is what I like to do. I like to kick it and I like to learn things because there's a lot of things that we don't focus on. And because we don't focus on it and give it enough attention, we lose the span that is needed to decipher the things that are in front of us. And so that he's off about stuff, but I can still hear him out. Oh, okay. It's bogged out how much knowledge, everybody has a perspective, but and that perspective goes with their characteristic. But when it comes to knowledge, and as you can see down the chat, when someone is spreading knowledge and it's knowledge that someone else has absorbed, then other people know and agree. See, like Iraq, he was saying facts. Maples to Zero. Yo, Maples to Zero, come back in. Where you was at? Hold up. I want to hear Maples to Zero because he be having some knowledge too. Okay, I got you, Church after. I mean, like I just discovered the conspiratorial part about the conspiratorial part about the Tom Hanks stuff. I really, like I said, I never really focused on it until today when somebody said that to me in my DM. Like I really didn't know how you say it. Wait a second. Got a troll in here.
I got him.
Huh?
I got him.
Oh, you got him? Yeah, we had a troll in here. Excuse me, y'all. We had a troll come up in here. I knew I smelled a rat. I smelled something that smelled like a rat. Then I looked in the chat and there he was, but we got him out of here. But yeah, so I'm saying to myself, like, yo, this is bogged out. That some of the things that we basically didn't give enough of time or patience and things to understand, they come out to be true. You know what I'm saying? Palato, what's up, baby boy? Palato, he got the yo Palato. That's hold on. Hey, nah.
Yo, can you hear me?
His icon. Yeah.
Yo.
I can hear you. Yeah, I can hear you, bro.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yo.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yo.
Yeah, Danny Trejo. He got Danny Trejo
Yo.
icon. Huh?
Oh.
Hey,
Real.
say it again.
People going.
Now is breaking up, Palato. You're breaking up. Hold on, let me write this again. You see the chat? You see it? Yeah, so it's bogged out, man. And the things that we discover, this is why I like to stay abreast. So what I do, I stay open-minded to things. Gas prices drop. Where you at on Maples and Zero? Pop in. Oh, somebody's in here right now. Hold on. Bless
Yo,
salute.
peace, brother. Peace, my brother. You can hear me?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, good, because I ain't got no microphone. First, I want to say peace and blessings to you, my brother. I salute what you're doing and stay on that positive path, my brother.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, I wanted to build on what the brother Church Ave was elaborating on. A lot of things he was edifying was definitely on point. But the one thing, like me myself personally, I don't believe in the Bible, and that's no disrespect to anybody's belief or anybody's ideology. I deal with an African spirituality, I deal with Kemetic science. So when he was elaborating to like we living in the last times, me personally myself, I look at death as a transformation, as a new beginning. So from my understanding, and my research like with the Bible, all of those is just stories that came out of Africa. Like this is a fact. You understand what I'm saying? And anybody, that practice what I practice could relate to that. So my thing is like as far as like with the powers that be, and like he elaborated on, the powers in the money, which is an absolute fact. But what people got to understand is that the information and that the knowledge that these people indulge in, our ancestors taught them that. Egypt taught the world. You understand what I'm saying? But what happens is you had a group of people that took it and they used it for evil. Like when he got into the whole black magic thing or whatever. There's no such thing as black magic or white magic. It just depends on the person and their intentions and how they choose to use it. And the reason why I'm speaking on that, because I indulge in that type of African science. You understand what I'm saying? So it just depends on the person and their intentions. But yes, when he was alluded to, because I'm not scared or whatever, fuck this government, like that don't mean nothing to me. Like I ride with the ancestors. You understand what I'm saying? But when he was alluding to like, he didn't want to say it, but when he was talking about what the higher ups do with the children and things of that nature, these dudes, they practice and they indulge in sex magic. So what they do, they indulge in sex magic, and what they do, and this is gonna sound crazy, they will actually sometimes like rape the child and actually swallow the sperm, and that gives them power. According to them, this is a fact. It's actually a type of magic called sex magic. It was a dude named Aleister Crowley that indulged in that heavily. He was so wicked. What was this guy name? I think it was Sultan. I forget the dude name. He was from Italy. Kicked him out. That's how wicked he was.
Oh, he said the name right there. And adrenochrome, something like that. He said.
No. The dude I'm talking about, his last name is Stoughton. I might be pronouncing it wrong, but
Stoughton.
Him and Hitler was like this.
Oh, Stalin.
Yes. Yeah, Stalin. Yeah. So the dude Aleister Crowley I was just talking about, he was so wicked, Stalin kicked him out of Italy. You understand what I'm saying? And Crowley, he went to Egypt to indulge in that science that I was just talking about, but he just took it and he used it for evil. You understand what I'm saying? So my thing is like, I try to tell people with this whole coronavirus thing or whatever, I just think that's just another form of population control. So I don't think people need to panic, because just from, my observation and, my research over the years and things of that nature, it's not real. It's not real, because I can even go back to the whole 9/11, the whole 9/11 thing with the whole, the buildings fell or whatever, this, that, and the third. But see, what people don't know is that with that whole Oklahoma City bombing, enough people didn't die. because that whole thing was started just so they could abolish our First Amendment right.
Oh, so did you mean Mussolini?
No, not Mussolini. No,
So
not Mussolini. No.
because Joseph Stalin was Russian. You know that, right?
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Yeah, I apologize. Yeah, I thought he was Italian. That's my bad. That's my bad.
Yeah,
That's my bad. I thought he was Italian.
Yeah, because he took over.
So,
Stalin took over after. It was Trotsky.
Right. Correct.
And then it was Joseph Stalin. Okay, good guy.
Yeah. Correct. Yeah. So, with that whole 9/11 thing, so I'm just making a comparison with this whole coronavirus thing. The Oklahoma City bombing, like I said, that was incorporated so they could abolish our First Amendment right. Not enough people died, so they couldn't enforce it. Then if you remember back in 93, they tried it again with the Twin Towers. It didn't work. So now when it happened, when they knocked down the towers in 2001, what happened was so many people were so fast and not knowledgeable about going to sign that first Patriot Act, and that right there, which abolished our First Amendment right. Now this is the reason why it's not here yet, but I know in certain other states they could just run in your crib without a warrant, put wiretaps on your phone without your permission. Just do it. So now I'm thinking, because I always look further, okay, with this whole coronavirus thing that they pledging out to the masses, what's really going on behind the scenes that we don't know what's about to happen? That's how I look at it, my brother. But I thank you for taking me, let me speak or whatever. I ain't gonna hold you up too much no longer, my brother. But thank you. Peace and love, my brother. Stay positive, King.
No doubt, bro. I appreciate you too, man. Thank you for coming through. You heard?
No problem, my brother. Stay up.
Wow. The things that we learned, man. Hey, yo, you know what's crazy? Hold up. Who said it in here? Hey, yo, Church Ave Dan. You know what's... Let me see. Church Ave Dan. So, he said adrenochrome is the power source a child releases when they scare it almost to death. They'll drink its blood. Now, who's seen the movie here, Dr. Sleep? I know Ladybug saw it because we went to the movies to go see that movie. But who in here saw the movie Dr. Sleep by Stephen King? It's supposed to be part 2 of The Shining. Did anybody in here see Dr. Sleep? You saw it also, Cinco? Nah, Dr. Sleep. Hold on. Wait a second. I'm gonna show y'all the thing for it. What's that? How many minutes is this trailer? Nah, I'm not gonna mess with the trailer. All right, let me show y'all something to see if y'all saw it.
Someone said yes.
Somebody said yeah?
Yeah.
Who said yeah?
E-Dog.
Yo, you seen it, E-Dog? Hold on. I'm gonna put it up so they can see it. Wait a second. Y'all see that? Yeah, so in Dr. Sleep, it's crazy. Remember I said the other day, I said, yo, how do they come up with these concepts for these movies out of the blue? In Dr. Sleep, which is supposed to be part 2 of The Shining. Y'all seen The Shining, right? Remember The Shining with Jack Nicholson? Where he came through the door, he was like, here's Johnny. Remember that? So Dr. Sleep is part 2. Because it's Andy when he's a grown man. Did y'all see that? So in the movie, they got these people. They got these people that go after kids and they suck the life out of them because they have the Shining. You heard? They got the Shining. So those people go around killing those kids to take the Shining. And yo, y'all gotta see that movie. I recommend that. After what y'all heard today, I recommend. Now look, this is why it's good. Nobody, I don't see too many people here who saw the movie. But from what y'all heard today, I recommend y'all go watch that movie now. And then y'all tell me, where did they get that idea from? You know what I'm saying? Gemstone of Silence, salute. You see what I'm saying? Where did they get that from? You ever think about that? And we just saw that movie about what, a month ago, 2 months ago?
Yeah.
We just saw that movie about a month, 2 months ago. We went to the movies and go check that out. Alan Chan, you seen it, Alan Chan? Everything is spiritual. Facts, yo. Good verse. Yo, it's crazy. Because I remember watching that. And when he said that about the kids, we heard it in 2 perspectives. One where they said that if they get the kid before it's 3, they call it being pure. And then the other thing about the your church and damn, break that down again about in that word that you said. That word that you said was endochrome. Yeah, I seen it, bro. Something dude was talking about. Wow. You see it, Lokeezy? The name of the movie, A Child's Essence. Hold on, let me. Yo, you know what? Yeah, when you see that movie, you're gonna bug out after what you just heard, yo. No lie. You're gonna bug out after what you just heard. And look, not too many people saw the movie. But hold on, let me look up that word. I want to look up that word.
Endocrine?
Yeah. Endrinochrome. Oh, wow. Yo, check this out. So, adrenochrome. Adrenochrome is a chemical compound with the molecular formula C9H9NO3 produced by the oxidation of adrenaline. The derivative carbazochrome is a hemostatic medication. Despite a similarity in chemical names, it is unrelated to chrome or chromium. So it's the oxidation of adrenaline. And when does your adrenaline rise? When you're in fear, or when your adrenaline rushes when you're in fear, or when you're in a moment of orgasm. It's crazy. Am I right or wrong, Church Ave Dan? I just did that little research myself just now, just look at it. But it's bogged out when you said that. Now I looked it up, and I'm looking at the sequence, and I'm saying to myself, whoa, all this stuff relates to each other. Like, we had answers there, we just never looked for. It's just too much for us to comprehend because it deals with too many conspiratorial theoretics. Oh, BK Crook, Dr. Sleep. You heard? It's called Dr. Sleep. It's supposed to be part 2 to The Shining. Actually, they go back to the hotel. I'm not going to spoil nothing else. They do go back to the Overlook Hotel in the movie. You heard? They definitely do go back to the They do go back to the what you call it? To the hotel. KS, he said Freddy Krueger gets his strength from a child's fear. Know what I'm saying? You see that? So do they make these things up, or these things? Look, Harvey Weinstein was a big producer. You know what I'm saying? The man was a big producer. I saw him in the credits of a lot of movies and sitcoms too. Oh, Sincere Jones. Sincere Jones said, I'm going to tune in. That movie, I tuned into The Crazies. When you said to watch it, it was good. Oh, yeah, I know my movies, man. I'm a big movie head. Know what I'm saying? But it's just crazy how, everybody knows that Sincere definitely a rapist. But now he's a rapist and a rat. Because he's about to go in. Oh, I just saw it just now. That's crazy, yo. Something to think about, ain't it, right? But I'm telling y'all, man, watch that movie, Dr. Sleep, part 2 of The Shining. I know everybody saw the first Shining. That was a big classic with Jack Nicholson. There's a lot of children gone missing the last 5 years. And remember, Child's Play. Yes, Child's Play also. Yo.
Yeah, okay. Yo. I just want to break this little thing down for the adrenochrome. I want to show people how a lot of things are told to us in metaphors. You remember the song when you were a little kid in school? They would teach us, row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. You remember that song?
Yeah.
Remember the next part? Merrily, 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 merrily. Life. Finish it up. Life is what?
Life is what it seems. No, life is
but a
but a dream. Yeah.
A manifestation, bro. You understand? You're going down the stream of life. Now, I'm going to break this down. Jesus died at the age of 33, they say, right?
Yeah.
Do you know you have 33 vertebrae in your spine?
The 33rd vertebrae in your spine?
No, you have 33 vertebrae in your spine. You have 33 things, little blocks in your spine. You know, discs, all of that.
Oh yeah, that goes up. Yeah.
Now, isn't that funny how Christ was 33? That's 33. Now, do you remember Santa Claus, the story of Santa Claus? You have something right here in your pineal gland. It was called the claustrum. What would happen is that's where the name Santa Claus came from. Because here's the story. This is how it really goes. What would Santa Claus do? Remember, Santa Claus would come down your chimney, which is your spine, this is where babies really come from. The sperm that goes into your thing, your balls,
Yeah.
really comes from up here. So Santa Claus goes down your chimney, and what does he say? If you're a good boy or girl, he's going to give you a gift, a baby. You understand? These are how things are twisted, bro. Like, that's where Santa Claus came from. The claustrum, they knew life really came from up here, your third eye, your pineal. If you were to take your brain and slice it in half, that little thing you see in Egypt that looks like an eye with a little spinning thing.
Yeah, it's on the dollar bill.
Yeah, it's right here, your pineal. It's right here. This is where it's all from. This is where it all started, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you gotta understand, when I say magic, I didn't mean black magic, white magic. Because remember, I also said you are God and you are the devil. It all depends on who you want to be.
Gotcha.
That's why if you ever look at pictures of Jesus or even Baphomet, who's like a big Masonic devil thing, he has one hand pointing up and one hand pointing down, meaning you're God. Now, which man do you want to be? Do you want to ascend from the heart and move upward and out of this body into the next realm? Or if you make the mistakes and you don't feel bad and you don't repent, then it's the down hand. And chances are when you come back, you'll be like a cockroach, a cat, that dog that's in your lap right there. See that dog right there? There's a good chance that in a life before, that dog was a person that did bad things and didn't repent. Because you know how when you want to go out clubbing, you got to have money in your pocket?
Yeah.
Well, heaven is the same way. The pearly gates are the same way. The next realm's the same way. If you ain't got enough money to get in, which I call them God points, where you do good deeds, where you really repent for things you've done. This is the true fact. You need those points in order to go to the next step. Because God put you here. He made you perfect. Your lungs, to every single atom, to every little atom. Like Adam and Eve, we're made of atoms. You know what I'm saying? It's all there. It's all there, bro. Like,
but would you agree that love is what conquers all?
Love is the most strongest thing. Love creates life. Without you loving someone, you couldn't make love to them. You understand? And the whole reason people want to put out now all these agendas of like let's say, for instance, Dwayne Wade's kid, right?
Yeah.
I'm sure you're familiar. He's got a son that believes that the person is a girl, you know? These are things that are done with tuning, bro, with chemicals, with frequencies, with colors they see, with you have to understand, Kat, the people that run the world have endless amounts of money. So there's nothing for them. Maybe they're not geniuses. They know the dark magic, the satanic stuff, but they're not geniuses, most of them. So they have big money where they can afford to pay people to learn these things. Like a lot of these people that are famous, they're really not famous. Truth is, they probably worked in patent offices. And when they would see something that was like $1 million idea, they would call their crew and they would gangbang and ride on son, kill him, take his product, make God knows how much off it, like what they did to Tesla. Nikola Tesla wanted to give us all free energy. We didn't need none of these wires connected. He dug a little hole into the dirt. Matter of fact, I'm not even going to get into all that because I don't want to. Now I feel like I don't want to fuck around people's monies and companies. I don't want no smoke with none of these big people. But you got to understand, bro, there's like adrenochrome, bro. Adrenochrome comes out of a little kid, really. Some of these people, what they'll do is they'll skin the child. They'll do horrible things, Cat. Horrible things. You have to understand, they can't get that adrenochrome out of them without scaring the shit out of them. Do you know what I mean when I tell you scare the shit out of you? Like, imagine your adrenaline. If all right, boom, you're homie, you're the Billy. Let's say, God forbid, you, and not to say you're not tough, but let's say you were in a cell. Now all of a sudden you had beef with the CEO. He threw in 10 Crip motherfuckers that were bigger than me. Your adrenaline's gonna start going, right? You're gonna get that euphoric feeling like you're about to die, but you know you got to go out. That's adrenochrome. Same as adrenaline. You see the comparison? Yeah. Adren. It's adrenaline. But the chrome is from the chromodome, the dome. You get it?
Yeah. Did you see that movie I'm talking about?
I think I know the movie you're talking about because I met a guy that put on a part in a movie, and I was very shocked because the guy actually says the name, and he said the chemical name like you said. He says, "Oh, this and this and this, also known as adrenochrome. It's for this and that." Was it an older movie? This movie?
Nah, it came out
maybe like 20 years ago, something like that.
Nah, The Shining the part 1. The Shining came out back, I think it was the 80s, right? Early 80s.
It was an old movie. The thing I saw, it looked like it was an older kind of movie. It didn't look like nothing fancy, like new technology, and it was just like a very simple, dark kind of movie. The clip I saw, but the guy said it, which was it was shocking, bro. Really, because
70s, Pilato said.
There you go.
But that was part 1. The one I'm referring to is part 2, which is called Dr. Sleep. It's when the little kid grows up. Remember the little kid? He had The Shining, and he was able to see the little girls in the hotel and the people that died in every room. And in part 1, you know, they wanted to kill the kid, so they used Jack Nicholson. Jack Nicholson, they took over his body, and he was trying to kill. Remember that he's on the top of the steps, and he's like, Wendy, and she got the bat, and she keeps swinging. Oh, I can't hear you. Your volume went out. Yeah, because I'm telling you, if you watch the movie The Shining, Dr. Sleep, because Dr. Sleep is part 2. If you watch the movie The Shining, it's in there. I mean, in part 2, that's what they're doing. They're going after these kids that got The Shining, and they're killing them, but they got to kill them slow because they got to feel the pain. And while they feeling the pain, that's when their energy is coming out, and they're sucking the energy or putting it into they're putting it into a little, like a vase type of thing. You heard? It's deep, man. It's deep. Word of the mother is deep. That's why I'm over here bugging out. I'm thinking about it. I'm saying to myself, like, yo, this is interesting right here, you heard? You know what I'm saying? Very interesting. Very interesting, man. But just so everybody knows in the chat, I respect all religions, and I always hear everybody out to see, to see what they got to say about their aspect of religion, because, I believe a lot of religions are alike but different in certain ways. And a lot of times they speak about the same person, but they speak about that person culturally, according to the culture they come from. Like, the Bible has Jesus, the Quran has Isa. You know what I'm saying? So they speak about the same person, they still refer to him as a prophet, but it's just the way they idolize the person is different. You see what I'm saying? But I respect all religions. You know what I'm saying? And smack your face. I hope the surgery helps. Oh, smack your face. Salute. I didn't even see him. I hope everything goes good with you at the hospital, bro. Stay up, man. Stay strong. Stay healthy. And watch the coronavirus in that hospital too. We ain't trying to lose any Spartans to this pandemic, right? That's what it's called. But yeah, man, it's crazy. Oh wait, there you go.
Hey, what's going on, brother?
I can hear you now.
You can hear me? Good?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah.
Hey, how'd you do that? You said something without your lips moving just now. Oh, that was the thing. It was slowing down.
Who the hell knows who the hell's watching us now that I open my big mouth?
Hey, listen, man. You know, I'm gonna tell you
I
something.
might go missing after this shit, bro.
Before you continue, you gotta remember we're not a threat to a superpower that they have control. Information is information, but it's not information that's rampant. You see what I'm saying? It's information that's either ingested or digested. You know what I'm saying? So we're not a threat as far as the information that we know and what we teach. You know what I'm saying? Not to those people, because they, like I said, they way more advanced, they way ahead of us, and there's nothing that we can do to really break what they have already started right under our nose.
But you see, the fear is what gives them power.
Yes.
When people are scared, you let out energy. Bad spirits live off this energy. Because that's one thing people have to realize. We are not here alone. It's not just us. You know, there's different realms. There's only things that our eyes can see because we're in this element.
Gotcha.
But you understand, like you know, sometimes people will get goosebumps. You know, sometimes they say goosebumps. Like if you ever speak of someone that passes away and you'll get goosebumps.
Yeah.
There's a good chance that because you said that person's name and they know you really meant it and you were genuine, that they came and touched you to let you know that what you said touched their heart and their soul. That's why you'll get goosebumps. If you ever mention someone all of a sudden, or someone else mentioned something, or like I have to be very careful because I have a thing where it comes out of me. Like if we ever meet up in person, you'll see, bro. Like, well, I'll start talking to you, and you'll see all the hairs stand up on my arms, my face, and you'll be like, "Wow, this fucking kid's like really in tune with it." Because I believe that we are the gods. You know, I believe there is a higher power above that did create us. But you know, people take words and Bibles and this and that, and they all, at the end of the day, it's all basically the same thing. Do more good than you do bad.
Got you.
You know what I'm saying? Life is very simple. For day, there's night. For fire, there's water. Everything evens out, no matter what. You understand? Like, and I'm very careful. Like, I'll tell you the truth. Between me and you, I'm not sure if you're familiar with Brooklyn, but I went to Sheepshead Bay Projects like 2 days ago, right?
Yeah, I'm from Pink Houses. I know Brooklyn.
Yeah. Well, I was in Sheepshead Bay houses basically 2 days ago, right? I run into about 12 hats. You know what I'm saying? Hat boys, you know what I'm saying? And within about a half hour of me speaking, I almost started the army. Because when people hear me speaking, I think they feel that it's truly sincere. That they come to me. Like I've had people say, "Let's go to war right now. Let's start this shit." Like, you know, like that's why I'm very careful, because I think I have that little bit of a gift. Like people follow me, you know. I was always a leader throughout my whole life. You know, like, you know, a little kid that would get picked on, I would always save that kid. You know what I mean? And I would do it, you know, and I would do it without violence, without having to threaten the bully. I would show the bully that the powerful one is the one who's merciful. The coward is the one that has to go out of his way to attack the weak one. You understand? I mean, you definitely understand because you're a man, you know? You're an alpha, you know, you definitely understand that. But you know what I mean? You know, I swear to you, I was in Sheepshead. I had a bunch of hats ready to go to war. Like, people understand, like, my great-grand, you know, ancestors that were there, like, we didn't get that position because we were soft. You know, we had to thug it out and fight You know, truth is, we were the first white slaves, Albanians. We were the first white slaves. We were enslaved and occupied for 500 years by the Ottoman Empire, which is now Turkey. And what's Turkey doing even now? They're going into Syria. They're going in here. They're still bullying everyone there. You understand? Like it's the same shit always happens over and over again, bro. Every 100 years, these guys with these guys, and people know all these wars are pre-planned, bro. Like have you ever heard of the Georgia Guidestones?
The Georgia Dyke Stones?
Guidestones.
Guidestones? No.
Yeah. They're basically somewhere over there in Georgia. Bro, they got a thing there that no one knows who put it there. But if you look at it, it says, if I'm not mistaken, that there shouldn't be no more than 500 million people alive right now after whatever.
Got you.
Meanwhile, we got like 7 billion right now. So, and this is a stone. This is a big fancy. This is not like some little spray paint on the wall. This is somebody put that shit there, bro. Like, who put that there to say that?
Hey,
you know what I'm saying? Like,
hey, your top shots. Nah, I said it wrong. I said Dyke, but it was. Go ahead, bro. I just got hit over here. Top shot hit me on the side piece just now.
no, listen, man. But yo, one thing I wanted you to look up, because it's part of their prophecy. Was that, I don't know if you remember, it was called the Balfour Declaration. I don't know if you ever went into that and looked at what that was, but that has a lot of reason to do with World War I, World War II, all these other wars, all the occupation, the death, the murder that's been happening. It has a lot to do with that document, bro. So I'll let you dig into that.
What's it called?
The Balfour document. BALFOUR, I believe. Balfour document.
BAL. You said B? Balfour? BALFORD?
No, Balfour, like the number 4, I guess. FOUR. Balfour.
BALFOUR?
Yes. Balfour document. And you can, matter of fact, you want to get crazy with it, you can go on YouTube and find it and have one of the ancestors who's a Rothschild where he actually reads the letter live on TV to the point where they're not even hiding it, bro. Like, it's all there, bro. They're not even hiding it. The best way to hide something is put it right in front of a man's face, bro.
It deals with Palestine,
with Zionism, with Israel, with yes.
Oh,
why is somebody saying that in the chat? How about that person?
Yeah, Rastafari, he said it.
That's my man.
It has to do with the Middle East, the Balfour Declaration.
It gets a bit deeper than that, but once you start there, then you'll start realizing why we're at this stage of life, and you realize who runs the banks, who's this and that. Like a lot of people only know about Bush, the president, and his father that was a president, but a lot of people don't know who his father was before that, the third Bush, Prescott Bush. We used to have something before the Secret Service that was called the OSS. Notice the SS. What did German Nazis have on their neck? Those 2 thunderbolts. Didn't they look like an SS? You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
Bro, you don't even understand. This shit gets deep, boy. This shit gets deep and dangerous, bro. It gets very fucking dark.
Like the car, SS. Super Sport.
Right. Bro, I'm telling you, it gets real deep, man. And once you start putting shit together, you are not going to go to sleep. You are not going to stop. You're going to go insane. You're going to really go insane, cat. When you start putting everything together, you're going to say, oh, yo, what the fuck are we doing? Where are these people? Let's get them. Like, you're going to start realizing, bro, like, and I just want to send my deepest condolences to people that I like to call heroes, and honestly, I sincerely feel that we can even call them martyrs. One would definitely have to be Dr. Sebi. You know, Dr. Sebi was a very, very intelligent man and a very, very brave man. To have the balls to say you cured something that they don't want cured, and to go in front of a judge and make the judge look stupid. I mean, the bravery of that man, you know, and all the other holistic healers. A lot of people understand that in the last 10 years, there's been about 600 to 1,000 holistic healers murdered all over the world that were helping people and curing people naturally, without chemo, without this and that. You know, there's real hit squads, bro. Like cleanup crews, like how sets have cleanup crews. Yeah, they got a cleanup crew too, bro. For doctors that want to be healers, and you know what I'm saying, bro? Like, you know, what do you think? Left Eye just went down in that plane after she was the first one to say Dr. Sebi cured me. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean, this might be a little off, but what do you think happened to Amelia Earhart?
I mean, listen, you gotta understand, they didn't want women to have that power, bro. And once again, I think anytime you have to ask me, I want to know what you think. I want to know what you think.
I mean,
that's how I am, because I just see your energy. I can see in the back of your mind right now. I want to know what you think happened, beloved. Don't worry about me. Tell me what happened, bro.
I mean, listen, my opinion is,
I would love to know your opinion. Tell me.
I think that she landed somewhere and just called it a day because I believe that too, that they didn't want, you know, a woman to be the first person to fly around. You know, I think that too. I think along the same concept that you think. I don't think that she just disappeared and never was. I don't think that.
Bro, that's like, you know.
I think she landed somewhere because the plane probably ran out of gas, and you know they probably knew where she landed or whatever or whatnot, and she probably got landed somewhere she wasn't supposed to and got murked. But I don't think that she just disappeared. Like that, all that Bermuda Triangle, all that craziness.
Listen, that's like saying also Hitler. You know, a lot of people said Hitler killed himself with his wife. A lot of people say he died almost 100 years old in Argentina. A lot of people say his daughter is in charge of Germany right now, and all you got to do is look at her face and look at his face. You know, it's all there, beloved. People just don't see, because we're all thinking about who dropped the song, who dropped this. What is that? No one knows the fuck's going on in the world, bro. This is the cloud that they put over us. This is the veil over our face.
Got you.
Just look at the women in charge of Germany, and I'm not even gonna get into more because that's very dangerous. What I just said, bro. It's very, very fucking dangerous. Believe me. Look at the women in charge of Germany. You'll see them pop up. Then put a picture of Hitler, and you're gonna see his fucking face on one of their faces. I'll leave it at that, bro. So how is the guy that was supposed to be getting chased out of here and there? How all of a sudden does he have, you know, his kin is in charge, Mo? Like, there's no other way to say it, you know? Like, that's why what they tell you on TV is what they want you to just, you know, tell a vision. They're showing you a vision. They want you to believe it, so they're telling it to you. You know?
Andy Milanokis? Andy Milanokis. Who's that, Adrian Padilla?
Oh, I think he's saying I look like that kid, Andy Milanakis from MTV. My man, if was Andy Milanakis 6'3", 280, and a fucking animal and a half? I don't think so, my man.
Yo,
fuck out of here. I'm handsome. Fuck out of here. I'm good looking. Andy Milanakis. Fuck out. I look like a golden guy right now. Fuck out. Look at this hair. You that man got the hair like this? Get out of here. Troublemaker. Get out of here. Crazy.
Yeah.
Get out of here. Trouble. Who said that? Who said that? So I can go look for him.
Hey, Ito, knock it off, bro.
Ito, you get up, Ito. That's it. Me and Ito got beef.
Hey, yo. That
was a good one, though. That was good.
You heard? I'm ready to get up out of here.
All right, my brother. Listen, it was great talking to you guys. Listen, anytime you go on live, I'm usually always here, bro. Just, you know.
I got you.
Talk. I'm here, brother.
Yo, I appreciate that, bro.
I appreciate everything, too. Listen, the main thing is this, bro. Just everyone has to love everyone, man. You know, sincerely. You know, like D Block had that song. You got 24 hours to live, but do it the right way. Instead of going and doing this and that, make peace, make amends, bring unity. The only way to save humanity is humanity to be unified. That's the only way. All energy together is something that God gave us the power. If we all manifest positive things, manifest a lot of these bad things to stop happening, it will stop. But we've got to get our head out of the clouds. We've got to stay away from things like liquor, wine, and spirits. Anything that ruins your spirit is not good for your mind, body, and your soul, bro. That's the main thing. Buddha, no problem. Buddha was good. God gave us that. That's why he made it stinky, so that we could always find it. You know, it's never hard to find, you know?
Gotcha.
But listen, stay up. Much love to everybody. And I'll let you go, brother.
Appreciate you, bro. Thank you for tuning in, bro.
Peace.
Pilato, I'm coming for you, Pilato. Where you at? Hey, yo, we got to get Pilato. Where he at? Hey, yo, Pilato, try to get back in real quick before I come off, man. What happened? Pilato had me rolling, man. Pilato. Hey, yo, John Hamilton blowing spots up in here, too. Hey, yo, John Hamilton, where you at? Blowing those spots. Hey, yo, I was over here. John Hamilton, I'm like, oh, man, here you go. Hey, yo, but no, let me tell you something, man. One thing, Jay Breezy. Oh, I gotta check. So John Hamilton. Hey, yo, so. Oh, your phone messed up? All right, Pilato. Hey, yo. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Dude, the chat was off to me rack today. But we learned, let me tell you something, man. It doesn't matter where you go. Gee. Oh, he's licking his chops?
Oh, he was chewing on your shirt.
Oh, chewing on my shirt, yo? Oh, yeah. So, no matter where you are at in life, you know what I'm saying, and no matter what environment you're around, always take the time to try to gain something, even when you think there's nothing there. See what I'm saying? Always try to gain something, even when there's nothing there. I, for the rest of my life, will be a student. Oh, my dog? Yeah, he's a male. I'm gonna be always a student. You see me? My pencil's always around. My stickies is here. I got them at my job. You know what I'm saying? I'm always, a person that I seek knowledge. Even some knowledge that's far-fetched, I try to connect dots and see, But, from what I'm saying is that, for example, when someone speaks about something, like when wait, hold up. What was that? Beano Beans. Look at that movie, Dr. Sleep. And then look at what they said today. I'm talking about as far as with the baby and stuff and what these people were doing. Because there is something, I ain't gonna lie, there is something up there. And Harvey Weinstein's about to blow it up if he lasts long to talk about it. Remember I said that. So they saying Harvey Weinstein's gonna do whatever he gonna do. If he's really gonna do that, then yeah, It's about to go down like Nino Brown. You know what I'm saying? And you definitely heard it here on the WILDKAT channel. You know what I'm saying? You definitely heard it here on the WILDKAT channel. But I appreciate one thing I appreciate, man, is everybody's insight. And I thank everybody for tuning in, man. You know how we do. It's that time. It's that time, you know what I'm saying? So without further ado, I didn't do that.
Excuse me. It was George.
Where this song is at, man? Oh, here it goes. All right. So this song is crazy. So now
You need the song?
yeah, turn that on. So I just want to say to everybody, salute to the chat. Salute to everybody that came in, man. I appreciate everybody's input. Everybody's input means something here. You know what I'm saying? Unless they're a troll or they're rolling with the ops, everybody's input means something here. I just want to say, man, you know what I'm saying? Let's, you see how we all back here? Spartans stay strong, man. Spartans don't fold. Spartans don't need help. You know what I'm saying? We move forward, strong, headstrong like bulls, and we conquer. You see? See all those trolls right there? They're about to be finished. You know what I'm saying? So that's the mentality we have to have as far as reassurance of personal strength. Now, as far as thank you, C, for coming in. Salute Jimmy for me. C, tell Jimmy I send my love. So with that, I'll leave everybody on a positive note, man. Thank you for coming through. You know what I'm saying? As always, we had a great session today. We learned, we laughed, and we observed. Life is basically made up of those things. You know what I'm saying? But the big main thing that y'all gonna see in my video that I put up I put it up like 1 in the morning or something, like 2 in the morning. But y'all gonna see, man, love. Love more, hate less, man. We get further that way. And that's one thing, no matter what religion, no matter what you believe, no matter what, that's one thing we all should look at. That everybody can agree on, no matter where they come from, who they are. Love conquers all, man. Trust me when I tell you, man. Salute.